the particular sewage treatment and the microbes involved in sewage treatment, first thing we need to understand the type of waste. So if we are talking about type of waste here, so the type of waste will be your domestic waste also. Your industrial waste also comes in sewage. Okay, from the fecal material to plastic waste to your chemicals, everything is found in case of the particular sewage waste. So this particular waste have to be treated at different levels. Okay, so what do we see? We basically go for 3 level of sewage treatment. One is called primary treatment. Now whenever we talk about primary treatment, what do we see here? Here mostly the physical waste is removed. Physical treatment, where you remove the physical waste. So here we will see is physical waste is removed. On the other hand, we have secondary treatment. In case of secondary treatment, what do we see here is here microorganisms are involved, so we call it microbial treatment. We can say it is a biological treatment where microorganisms are involved in this particular process. Here the most important activity is decomposition. Okay, so here the waste is decomposed, it is broken down into smaller form, digested, digestion will be there. The last form if we are talking about is called the tertiary treatment. Now tertiary treatment depends, like this treatment is not always important. It is only performed if the particular water have to be used for household activity. Okay, so here basically it is all about your chemical treatments. So if the water is not to be used for household purpose, what do we see here is the tertiary treatment is not necessary and the water is directly released after the secondary treatment into water bodies and all. Now these are the different types of treatment which we have. Now we'll see all of them, nearly all of them, in a diagrammatic manner in a flowchart form. So first you write down these 3, then we go for them. पहले लिख लो इसको बाबू. See here. For example, what do we see here is your particular waste material is coming from here, from a pipe, and it is getting accumulated here, somewhere here. This is the particular tank where it will be coming. So what do we see here is, so for example, this is the pipe which is carrying your waste material. तो यहाँ पर हम लोग क्या करते हैं सर, यहाँ पर हम लोग एक गॉज लगा देते हैं. गॉज मीन्स काइंड ऑफ फिल्टर, like this. We'll put a barrier or a filter kind of thing. अब क्या होगा, जो भी सॉलिड वेस्ट आ रहा होगा, सॉलिड वेस्ट मोर देन द गॉज साइज, तो जो उसके हॉल्स हैं उसके साइज से बड़ा जो भी सॉलिड वेस्ट होगा विल गेट कैप्चर्ड. तो वो क्या हो जाएगा, हमारा कैप्चर्ड हो जाएगा. अब यहां से बचा हुआ जो लिक्विड पार्ट है वो हमारा कहां जाएगा सर, दिस विल कम इनटू द पार्टिकुलर बॉक्स. ना ये जो बॉक्स है सर, इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं सर, तो दिस पार्टिकुलर बॉक्स इज नोन एज योर सेडिमेंटेशन टैंक. ठीक है, इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, सेडिमेंटेशन टैंक बोलते हैं ना। ये जो सेडिमेंटेशन टैंक है, यहां पर क्या होगा सर, जो वाटर है उसको होल्ड किया जाता है, तो वाटर इज होल्डेड हियर। तो वाटर को होल्ड करने की वजह से क्या होगा सर, अ ग्रेविटेशनल पुल विल बी coming up, so there will be a gravitational force which will be acting, and due to this what will happen, due to this solid particles will settle down. So all the solid particle which will be here, these particles will start settling down. They will settle down due to the gravitational force which we have. Is it clear? Now, when we are talking about this particular sedimentation which is taking place here, this thing is represented by the word known as primary sludge. And this particular liquid will be represented as primary effluent. Now what do? We transfer this primary effluent. Okay, we will transfer this primary effluent to where? To our next tank. So what basically happens, this primary effluent will be transferred to the next tank. So let us see the next tank here. For example, this is the next chamber which we have. Now, when this particular chamber, the particular sediment has been transferred, the effluent has been transferred now. Now, in this chamber, what do we see is, we'll see they will have something for the agitation purpose. Means there will be basically a fan which will be slowly mixing your water. What will be happening? This will be slowly mixing your water. Now, when they slowly mix your water, what will happen? The solid particles will start getting aggregated like this. They will start getting aggregated like this. Now this solid particle which is getting aggregated is known as floc. F-L-O-C, floc. When you look at a floc, what is a floc? Basically, it is a combination of your organic waste plus this organic waste is mixed with microbes. Okay, this is mixed with your microbes here. Now what do we see is, from here, what will happen after some time, this particular agitation will be stopped. This floc will come here, will start getting accumulated. Till that time, the particular floc, if we see, the microbes will digest the food. Microbes digest the food till that time. Now what will happen? The next thing which we'll be seeing here is that after this particular water, which is now known as your secondary effluent, this is called secondary effluent, and this is called secondary sludge. Will be transferred. So if it is to be used for household purpose, what do we see? It go for tertiary treatment. We'll see what is tertiary treatment. If it is not for household purpose, not for household purpose, then it is released in river. Okay, so we'll see what is tertiary treatment. Now the particular system we are now talking about is your digester. This is digester treatments. There are some other methods of your particular secondary treatment also, which are known as your oxidation pond and your particular trickling filters. So there are two different mechanisms. We'll have a glimpse of that also. पहले इसको लिख लीजिए. क्लियर है बाबू ये? So the second thing which we'll be talking about is oxidation pond. So what we do in oxidation pond is that we leave the sewage in open pond where microorganism digest the waste. Now the problem with this kind of system is, first it requires large surface area. As well as if we are talking about this one, what will happen? The bad odor is another problem. Bad odor is another problem. That's why it is not that much preferred to be used. Now after this we have the next method called the trickling filters. Now in case of trickling filter, what will happen? Let us see. So the next method which we have is called trickling filters. Now in trickling filters what do we see here is, क्या बोल रहे हैं कि आपका लैंड में एक हम लोगों का इस तरीके से सिस्टम बनाया जाए कि एक पाइप आपका वाटर का इनलेट लेके आ रहा है, जिससे वाटर मूव होके ऊपर की तरफ जाएगा, और वो ऐड है एक हेड से जो रोटेशन शो करता है और उसमें आपका क्या होल्स है. तो अब क्या होगा रिजल्टेंट, जो वाटर यहां से आ रहा है इस वाटर को हम लोग क्या करेंगे, पूरे के पूरे एरिया में स्प्रेड कर देंगे. So this is how the water is spread all over the area. Okay, like this. Now what happen after this? अगर हम आपका इस सॉइल को देखें तो हम लोग क्या देखने को मिल रहा है? We have rocks which are present, below which the sand is present. Either the water is directly given to soil, or we can store the water also, and then we can use for some other process. Now what will happen? If you remember, what we see is, whenever we talk about rocks in a wet area, you'll find a slippery layer which will be present on their surface. Okay, this layer is called the slime layer. Now what happens? This slime layer basically, so what we say is the rocks contain a slimy layer, a slime layer on them, which is basically a group of organisms. So what do we see in this particular slime layer? We have a group of organisms. Now when the water moves through here, okay, so the waste will be catched by the slime layer, and when water passes, waste is catched by slime layer, and the microorganism digests them. Now see, usually we have a single type of organism, but here we have a complex group of organisms. Now this complex group of organism will start digesting this particular waste material, and the water will be stored or will be transferred to the particular soil. Now this kind of mechanism is called your trickling filter mechanism. Is it clear? Now we should remember one thing कि tertiary treatment हम लोग सिर्फ किसके लिए करेंगे? The particular water which have to be used for the household process. Okay, so what we are saying is that after secondary treatment, or after secondary treatment, most of the organic waste is digested. ठीक है, वो क्या हो जाएगा, डाइजेस्ट हो जाएगा. So now basically what we have, so we are left with the microbes, the chemicals, the order which we have in case of the water. So these are the things which are we left with. So what we do is, out here we see that if the water have to be used for household purpose, if water is to be used for household process, then we go for treatment, like we treat it with, क्या क्या चीज का ट्रीटमेंट होता है सर? तो क्लोरीन गैस को यूज किया जाता है सर, ओजोन गैसेस को यूज किया जाता है सर. ओजोन इज ऑल्सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर किलिंग ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म. ओजोन गैस, यूवी रेडिएशंस को यूज किया जाता है सर. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली, अगर ड्रिंकिंग पर्पस के लिए यूज किया जाएगा सर, तो वी गो फॉर समथिंग नोन एज रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस. नाउ ये किस चीज को रिमूव करने में हेल्प करता है? तो इट रिमूव योर DDT. वी नो एग्रीकल्चर वेस्ट कंटेन DDT, पेस्टिसाइड्स, and obviously the pathogens which are present. It also reduces turbidity of water. So these are the things which will be removed from here, sir. लिख लीजिए इसको. This biogas plant, basically what happens here, the particular organic waste which is present, organic waste is converted into methane plus CO2 and other compounds are there. So basically we are talking about methane and CO2 here. Now the concept of biogas plant, or the structure of, or the design which we see basically which are used nowadays, is given by the departments called ICR and KVIC. So what we say, the biogas plant design is given by ICAR and KVIC. What is ICR? So ICR stands for Indian Council of Agriculture Research. ICR मत लिखिए डायरेक्टली. ICR का एक ब्रांच है जिसने दिया है, which is IARI. तो IARI is what, sir? तो IARI is your Indian Agriculture Research Institute. Indian Agriculture Research Institute. Now this is present in your Pusa Center, which is in Delhi. And KVIC, if we are talking about, this stands for your Khadi and Village Industries Commission. Now if we are talking about this particular design which is given by your IARI or ICR and your particular KVIC, what do we see here is, there is basically a digester which is present at the center. There is a large digester which will be present at the center, and this digester basically will be joined with two small outlets on the sides. It is joined with two small outlets on the side. One is inlet and another one is called the outlet. So there are two basic structure which is present on the side. One is called inlet, one is called the outlet. So if we are talking about this particular groups, what do we see here is, here we have our inlet unit and our outlet unit. Now obviously the inlet will be used, this inlet is basically used to drop in the slurry which is used in case of your particular biogas plant for digestion, or the slurry. Basically what do we mean here with slurry is your organic waste basically. So what we are talking about, we are talking about the organic waste. Now this organic waste will be, what we are seeing here is the particular waste is coming from the inlet from here, and it is coming to digester, and after that digester the waste, the slurry will be taken out from the outlet portion. Now obvious thing is that this particular portion is covered with the help of a structure which do not allow the passage of gases, because we know here the gases will be present. So there will be a point of outlet which will be taking the gases to the storage center wherever it will be stored or utilized. Now if we are talking about the design, they have specifically mentioned certain things, that this digester which we are talking about should be 10 to 15 feet in nature. Okay, and above there should be a gas holder which will hold your particular methane gas. So this is the basic diagram of a particular biogas plant. We have an inlet, we have an outlet, we have a digester which is 10 to 15 feet, we have a gas holder, and there will be a regulator here which will control this movement of gas, and it can be attached to the particular storage portion. So this is the storage portion of the particular biogases. So this is a basic model which we have in case of your particular biogas plant. Now we'll see how basically that particular organic waste will be converted into a biogas in case of this particular biogas plant. Write down. सबसे पहले हम लोग बायोगैस प्लांट में ये चेक करेंगे कि जो टाइप ऑफ वेस्ट मटेरियल है वो कौन सा हम लोग यूज करने वाले हैं. तो टाइप्स ऑफ वेस्ट, इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ वेस्ट विच आर प्रेजेंट in case of the particular biogas plant. First, obviously the plant waste. So the plant waste, whenever we talk about, we will have cellulose in that, we'll have hemicellulose in that. Okay, we can have your particular lipid or fats there, we can have proteins there which can be present. Now if this waste have to be digested or have to be converted into a biogas, the first step will be solubilization. Now what is solubilization? So solubilization means the conversion of complex compounds into monomers. So all these complex compounds which we have will be converted into their monomers. And how these complex compounds can be converted into monomers? So they are converted with the help of certain enzymes called cellulase, enzyme like lipase, enzyme like protease, an enzyme like proteinase, और इसी को बोल देते हैं हम peptidase. So with the help of this particular enzyme, what will happen? That complex compounds will be converted into your particular monomers. So this step is known as solubilization. The second step which we have is called acidogenesis. What is acidogenesis? So this particular monomers are now converted into organic acids. So they are converted into organic acids. Now whenever we talk about organic acid, we have certain organic acid which will be seen. First is acetic acid, second is your methylic acid, and third is your basically formic acid. Now for this thing, for the conversion of monomers to acid, we need fermenting microbes. Fermenting microbes. Okay, so the second step is called acidogenesis. Now the third step is called methanogenesis. Now what is methanogenesis? So this organic acid is converted into biogas. Now obviously here we need methanogens. Now what are the different components of your biogas which we have? So it will be CH4, CO2, H2, N2 and H2S. Okay, clear Babu? So if we see uses of biogas plant, obviously the first uses is your energy. It's a source of energy for us. Then we see what? So here the next thing, the slurry which is produced, this can be used as fertilizers. Next thing what we see is the fecal material. The fecal material is utilized and pathogens are killed. So these are some of the uses of your biogas plants, and that completes your chapter.